started. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. On the move from inside his spot. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Tigers' offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on it.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
They go to the ground. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it, offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Tigers offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
The give to the tailback. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The Tigers get the first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. And the Tigers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
You know, you kind of get stuck in no man's land once you get across that 50-yard line where it might be a long field goal, which isn't really high percentage. Or do I go for it on 4th down? I like to go for it, personally. I like the aggressiveness. They go for it, and they get the big 1st down.
The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. To throw, it's Glover. He makes the connection. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Hits the spin cycle. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On the move. Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Brown wants to pass. Safe completion on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Mizzou has it back, and the offense coming out on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for space. It's Roberts. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Handoff to the single running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made through the raindrops. The ball just squirted right through him.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Line gets set, 1st down. Give to the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Missouri.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri!
Wow, this offense. They have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Houston came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in H-Town had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's 2 thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Hauls it in at the 25.
The return is tackled down at the 31. And the Missouri offense will take over.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll throw it on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football.
Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll open the second half on the ground. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Glover. He's got it down the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Puts him in the spin cycle. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that is the play the defense needed to turn the momentum around in this game. They needed somebody to step up and make a play. That should have been intercepted.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch called for and made. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Brown will throw it. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team.
Number 13 in punt formation to kick it away.
Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Handoff to the single back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Now they'll try the right side. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Here's the handoff. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Missouri comes to the line with another 1st down. To the ground with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Got it looking for a first. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you're in a bye space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the quarterback is up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a place.
It is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marsh. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game. Yeah, David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Got it in the middle. It's Thompson. Strong, firm tackle.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've
picked off. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
The give to the single back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, beat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. He'll try the toss to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Glover. Got his hand down the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays, they're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today, and this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.